Greetings, I am Tyranth.
And greetings, I am Shad. And Tyranth, sounds like your weeb side is taking over once more.
Well, it still has a wrap on it.
So, shows how recent and new this sword is that we're willing to sacrifice for this video.
Sword condom. So what we're going to be doing today is something from Demon Slayer. We've done a little bit of Demon Slayer in the past. And it's always fun.
Always fun, and I love Demon Slayer. My kids have been watching it and they are into it. They really like it as well.
This one here is a T10 katana from Romance of Men.
And we did review this sword already as part of our sword, we built our own katana video, and we brought a version of this in. One, we constructed ourselves. We chose all the fit and finishes and stuff. It's called the Flamador. I know it's a bad name, but I just went for something corny, okay? I get that. The Tyranth Slayer is so much better.
It's actually hard to see on camera because this one has a colouring to it.
Yes.
So you guys it might be a little bit difficult to see.
It's got a dark, it almost looks black, but it has a red kind of sheen tinge to it. Purple. So Romance of Men does have a really cool katana builder that we built this one in.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why this sword is perfect for this video, and what is this video? Well, all right. We'll explain what this video is and get back to the sword. In Demon Slayer, there is a character. What's the character's name again?
Inosuke.
Inosuke?
Inosuke.
Inosuke. Guy who wears the boar head.
Let's just go with that, yep. He has a pair of custom katanas.
You could call them custom.
Custom. And what's interesting is how he makes them, because they show you in the anime.
Yes, they do.
And he basically takes a rock to it and just starts smashing out the edge, which is, I think, very plausible.
You reckon?
Yes.
I reckon this is going to snap it.
Oh, I reckon we'll be all right.
Well, I guess because the edge is thinner than the spine.
Like napping. You use it, and for anybody who's unaware, napping is like when you use obsidian and you just knock
I mean, the anime has it work vastly more cleanly than you would ever get, where he breaks out very precise chunks on the blade to make a jagged edge. And look, I am dubious as to the concept just flat, if that is even... Would the sword even be functional afterwards? But that's going to be for another video.
Yeah, okay,
In this video, we are just going to test if you could even do that.
So we're going to take this brand new T10 katana, and the reason why we chose
brand spanking new, you saw us take off the plastic on this thing.
The reason why we're using the T10 is because we know that T10 chips.
It has a much higher kind of hardness, which does make it actually a bit more brittle. When we tested the twin of this sword, it did snap a lot easier than the spring steel ones.
So we're giving it a lot more of a chance to work here, I would say.
We are, and bear in mind, this one is also a bit more accurate to what traditional katana were like, which had a very high hardened edge, softer spine.
I would say that this is probably harder though.
Probably harder,
than a traditional katana. This one probably is a little bit harder.
And it's through hardened.
Yes.
You see, a traditional katana would actually have a higher chance of the spine not snapping with it, because the spine is softer, which means you would have a better chance of just chipping off chunks on the edge, like they do in the anime. And we would need to sacrifice a very expensive sword if we were to get to test it out on that. I think we are being as charitable as we can with the swords that have been made available, and T10 is a interesting material that might be able to achieve what they achieve in the anime.
Yeah, like we said, once it's done, once it's actually got all the holes out of it, I think it's going to be a terrible trash sword, but let's see if we can just do the thing.
Yeah,
first.
And also shout out to Romance of Men for sending us these swords to review, which means we have them to do fun experiments like this and also destroy them. This is like a $200-something sword. Surprisingly affordable for a very good quality sword, mind you.
Yes.
So again, check out Romance of Men. We have an affiliate link if you're interested in building your own sword or a whole wide range of cool things, including armor. All
right, let's go destroy the katana now. Fun.
Funny, I don't feel as bad about this because it's not as... we've destroyed much more expensive swords, I guess.
$3,000 one.
Yeah. Alrighty, so here we have our T10 sword from Romance of Men. And as a point of comparison, we also have the ones that we made ourselves.
Yes, these are also from Romance of Men. However, we designed them ourselves. Mine looks better. It actually has the Demon Slayer Suba, so, people are going to like mine better.
I like mine better.
And it won the poll.
Personal
and
taste,
it didn't break.
Personal taste. Mine performed better, though.
It broke in half.
Both of these, after extreme abuse, and they're the same steel.
Mine didn't break.
Both of these are available on Romance of Men if you're interested. And if you don't like Tyranth's crappy design, and you might have already grabbed my beautiful one, they have a wide range of other sword designs as well. And there might be something special coming down the track with Romance of Men.
Yes. But for now, if you like these designs, either of them, you can actually go buy them.
Affiliate link in the description. Check that out. Now, what we also have though for this test is that T10, I have a feeling might actually snap. A more traditionally made katana that has a really hard edge and softer back has a higher chance of replicating the results.
Yes, it does. That's why we've got this one here, which has a hardened edge, but it's not as hard as T10.
And
that's why it's in.
This is actually a traditionally made blade, Hodsen Mai, in its original state with everything good. It was valued at over $3,000.
Yeah, far cry from that now.
We tested it. You can check out the video. We test the Taitsuki katana. And this is actual Hodsen Mai layering with hard edge, soft back, soft core. Okay, and you can actually see that in the broken cross section. So that is all correct. And we have the blade left over that we can also test this technique against, if it's even possible.
Yes. So, did you want to get started? Which one did you want to do? Did you want to do both?
I don't want to do either.
Really?
I don't like bashing swords, man. I like swords.
Well, the reason why, I'm okay with all of it, to be honest. I was going to say, it's cheaper sword, so it's okay. This one's what, like $200?
200.
This one's 3,000, you know.
It's already broken though. But
honestly, I'm fine with doing either of them.
Tyranth is more mean. He's willing to destroy him. I'm just going to let him handle it then.
I am okay with destroying these things, and the reason why is because it's on the internet forever for you guys. This is educational content.
It is actually.
This is knowledge. Knowledge.
Knowledge.
All right, I want the gloves then.
All right.
You know, I've never done napping with like obsidian before.
I haven't either.
I'm gonna say something and people are gonna get really mad at me. I'm assuming it's not that hard, right?
I mean, there's obviously technique to it, but once you get the technique, I've seen people kind of pick it up, not, without that much difficulty.
All right. So how Inosuke does it in the anime is he just grabs a rock. This isn't really a rock, it's a bit of concrete, but I think
it's close enough.
Thing, yeah. And he just goes bang. If I do that, I got a feeling I'm gonna snap it in half. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try some little chips first.
That do anything?
No. I think I need to hit a little bit harder. This may be harder than we originally thought.
I think this is, one of the things that is harming, the table's bouncing.
Yes.
I think we need to brace it on one of the rocks.
Let me hit it harder first. Okay. I'm just gonna hit it hard. See if that does anything. And also because I'm not bracing it, right? I'm holding it up a bit.
That also, so maybe rest it on the table.
All right, we're braced against the blue stone, a familiar setup from the S5. Let's see if this works now. Okay, I was able to get a little one that time.
A tiny one, yeah, progress.
However,
that's made a crack, does it?
No. I think this is not a good substitute. I think it's too soft.
It's too soft. We need something harder.
Like an actual rock.
I have here a selection of lovely river stones, and these things, these are tough.
Oh yeah, we did buy a bag of these. Yeah. I don't know what, I cannot remember.
It was for the catapult.
Avatar. I remember, yep, okay. Okay, all right, these hopefully will be a little bit
These are actually, you could sharpen a sword.
I like this rock.
With these stones.
You can have them back. I'm gonna use this rock. I like it.
He has claimed my rocks.
All right, let's do this.
Whoa. What happened?
When you miss the sword and just hit a rock on a rock.
Oh, you're not in a knuckle?
Well, I'm trying to just tap it in.
Tap it. Tap-a-roo. It's literally slipping in my grip.
We're taking gouges, sure, but they are very, very small.
Yeah.
What if we just use this big one? Just
I don't reckon that would be any better.
Smash it into it, kind of just like massage it in a little.
No, I think you need a lot more force than that.
Well, I want to try it anyway.
All right, you do it.
I need the gloves. It's too soft for it.
Yeah, that's a...
Sword's just cutting it.
Smash it into the rock.
Yeah, all right. I'll do a couple of light ones. I'm not trying to break it in half here. I'm just going to do a couple
Moving to cover.
little ones here, probably around there. Just the tip. Yeah, this is the problem. It's because T10 is a hard steel, right? It's kind of like, you've got to get in that balance point. You have to hit it just enough to chip it, but not enough to break it in half.
What if I swing down onto the edge on an angle like that? And we'd have to swing pretty hard. And we're just coming down, bang. That might work.
Maybe. Do you want to do it?
Yep.
All right. I've got a feeling we might actually succeed a little bit more with the $3,000 katana.
I think we will.
Because it has a hard edge, but not as hard as this.
Yep. Look, if it's not going to chip from that, it's because it's 3-hardened. It's either going to, and if we go even further, it'll snap.
Yeah.
Because look at the deformation I'm putting onto it.
And like, just to show what we're talking about, we'll insert a clip of the identical sword that we literally snapped in half on one shot. Like,
I mean, it was on the spine, wasn't it?
but it is still, T10 is a hard steel, and getting that edge, like right on the line of it, is difficult. It's just going to break.
Yeah, we got some good chips. We'll get some close-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, so the final test to see if there's any possibility in doing this. We're going to be smashing the T10 sword.
I'm going to do it the other way around, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the T10 will go flying.
All right.
So I'll rather do it like this, yeah.
Well, he's going to smash the Taitsuki blade into the T10 sword, and gee, like I was going to say, what is it? Unmovable force.
Unstoppable object, yeah.
But they're both stoppable.
Yeah.
And it's going to be determined which one will break first. But even if one snaps, the other one that survives should get a chip.
Yeah.
So.
Should. Nothing's gone to plan so far, so, you know, who knows. Oh, there we go.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah. Yeah, that's working.
Let me see. So what's chipping?
Both.
Both. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's the result of edge on edge with these high hardened ones.
Close to Inosuke's.
Inosuke's has chunks like that.
That's the best we can do so far.
Can you try and put serrations on it?
That's what I'm trying to do right now. And then we'll see if it cuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's not exact. It's close. It's not exact. Like he has big chunks in it, but
funnily enough, I think this will be better. I think this actually.
I think it would cut better than his one, dude.
Yeah, that's not good.
Look at. Oh, can we get a close up of that?
I'll get B-roll of it. Yeah. All right. Did you want to get to some cutting?
I want to do some more gouges.
Okay. Be careful because we don't want to snap it. Not yet, at least.
Yeah. We know Inosuke's ones in real life have big, gouges in it. But if you were to translate it into like real life,
yeah,
and you wanted still a sword that could potentially do some type of cutting,
yeah,
these are the type of gouges you would want, not those big, massive gaps.
Well, I think we should acknowledge the fact that you are taking a perfectly reasonable sword and making it trash, no matter how you do this.
The 100% anime way or this way.
You are ruining a sword.
But we need to find out if you can cut with it.
Oh, this will cut. It's going to tear.
It's going to tear. It's a sword now.
Let's go cut with it.
So I do think this is going to cut because we have tested serrated blades before, like the Bloodborne weapon, and I think it would get caught on cloth. That would be the issue.
These ones aren't sharpened serrations though. These are just chips.
This is true. All right, well, I'm just going to do low powered, easy, just see what happens. That's nasty. That is tearing. Oh, it got caught then a lot. Yeah, it catches, doesn't
I
it?
felt that, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt it tear in my hand, yeah. Yeah. In terms of how that felt in the hand, I felt it rip, like pulling out of my hand. I felt that.
Same.
It's
like, there's no way that Inosuke's mentality has any benefit for the function of a sword.
Yeah, it makes it harder to cut things.
Yeah.
But let's do a couple of water bottles.
All right.
Just because I'm curious, because like, well, can we get a clean cut?
That would be interesting. Ooh, that is messy.
Try and do a draw cut. Try and get the sawing action happening.
I think that'll make it worse with water bottles.
We can always try.
Perhaps I thinketh contrary, or I am.
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
Perhaps I am correctest.
Well, it's a saw. It's a saw sword, some might say.
Do you want to give it a go?
All right, yeah.
It's trying to get me. I'm in the line of fire with that one.
I'm not going to call that a positive, though. Like,
No,
this is the bare minimum for a
Well,
sword.
exactly. I mean, it can still function somewhat as a sword, but we saw on the pool noodle, it tears.
Yeah.
And I reckon that it would get caught on cloth a lot more as a result, even flesh. Good luck with bone.
Yep.
So overall,
On top of that, hold on, just before you, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. But also, to get those chips, we've also warped the blade and bent the blade and stuff like that.
It's a terrible idea.
Keep in mind, that was what happened to the T10. Not considering something that's a bit more traditional,
Look
which
at
was...
how should we try and cut something with those serrations? I'm going to put some power into it. It's not going to be pretty. I'm just going ham and see if I can get through.
I'm not going to fault you for this one.
I know. So the takeaway is that Inosuke's swords are awful.
Terrible. Trash.
Terrible.
Well, keep in mind, there's also something else we didn't test here.
What was that?
He doesn't have a katana handle on his own. He just wraps some cloth around it.
Really?
So it's like closer to this.
You know, look, he's an odd guy, okay? He wears a boar mask. He's very aggressive. I'm sure it could hurt and do damage, but in terms of cutting as cleanly as they show, no.
No way. Something that I do praise Demon Slayer a lot for is that they are willing to show that the katana can be chipped out and can break and things like that. It's a breath of fresh air amidst anime, which shows a katana as being
invincible.
Yeah. I love katana as much as the next guy, but they are nowhere near what anime portrays them to be.
What's the main guy's name?
Tanjiro.
Tanjiro. Yeah. He breaks his sword regularly.
Yeah.
It becomes a running gag, and so, credit to them.
Got to give them credit for that.
Yeah.
This is myth busted on this thing.
Yeah. But if you want to check us testing other weapons from anime, check us out testing the Kanabo from One Piece.
Video's right there. Thanks for watching,
It's a lot
guys.
of fun. See you there.